Yonex astrox 88S Pro racket, going to be strung in 26 pounds, BG66 Ultimax in red color.
To lead their troops independently. Instead, they limit themselves to carrying out impossible orders given to them by the Army High Command. Failing to carry out one of these orders, they are dishonorably discharged as if they were incapable officers. After these first words, Rouse stopped to see what Himmler's reaction was and whether he proceeded to order his arrest or not. Himmler looked at him. Rouse then alluded to the disastrous offensive at Kursk, in which the best of the German army was thrown against a wall, later having to face numerous Soviet counterattacks everywhere. Rouse also complained that they were not allowed to build defenses in the rear, in which they could retreat to stop the Soviets more effectively, and that because of this, when the Red Army broke the German first line, the German front was completely crumbling. The next point on which Rouse focused was on the so-called fortress cities. Rouse commented that desperate and hopeless combats are carried out in them, in which both the position and the garrison are lost, without any type of strategic value. This made the army's distrust of the High Command increasingly greater. There have already been many sectors of the front that have been completely surrounded, and that have had to slowly succumb until their total destruction. Whether in the Caucasus, in the Crimea, in Courland, or in East Prussia, entire armies have been surrounded. We have lost them in their entirety. At the same time that we lose units of combat experience in a foolish way, we have to send to the main front other divisions that have been created in a improvised way, and that lack combat value. Naturally, these troops are incapable of facing the vanguards of the Red Army, which, after annihilating our weak divisions, continue advancing. Rouse also commented that due to this weakness of the German army units, we had to add the Allied control of the skies, which, in addition to the production of weapons and ammunition, also made their transfer to the front very difficult, so the German units were practically out of stock. Finally, the German general concluded by saying that, taking all this into account, it was not very clear that Germany could emerge victorious, and that they were facing almost certain defeat. Here we have to point out that Rouse obviously knew that Germany's days were numbered, but he wanted to say it as gently as possible. When he finished his presentation, Rouse remained silent, along with Himmler, who stared at him for a couple of minutes without saying anything. Later, to Rouse's surprise, Himmler approached him and told him that he agreed with him. Totally elated, the German general, who had seen that his point of view was shared by Himmler, told the Reichsführer, "Then, if you know all this, why haven't you informed Hitler?" Himmler told him that he had told all this to the German leader a long time ago. When he did so, he accused him of being displeased and pointed out the door for him to leave his presence. Although Rouse did not know at that time whether what Himmler told him was true or not, this event was later confirmed by another officer who had been present at those discussions. The conversation then returned to the new offensive that was being prepared in Moravia, which, according to Himmler, had been launched by Hitler's order and was finally launched on February 16th. However, as Rouse had calculated, the attack was indeed stalled for the next day. Early April 1945. Despite the enormous efforts made, it was increasingly clear that the end for the Germans could come at any moment. General Heinrich, a man whom the German leaders detested, had just been given command of the Vistula army group to take charge of the last German defensive line, which was between the Soviets and Berlin. As we just said, although this general was not liked by the leadership of the Third Reich, there was no one better than him establishing rigid defensive systems, and due to this need, he had been called back by his service. German leaders such as Hitler and Goring, who were increasingly concerned about the situation, did not take long to request a meeting with him so that he could inform them of the possibilities that the German army had of objecting the next Soviet offensive. The first to call it was Hitler, in a meeting that took place in Berlin on the first days of April. The tension at that time was maximum, since the Soviets were on the bank of the Oder just 70 kilometers from the capital, and the Western Allies had broken the front on the Rhine, and were advancing practically unopposed towards the interior of Germany. At this meeting, Keitel, Bergdorf, Krebs, Martin Bormann, Himmler, Goring, and Yonex, among others, were present, with the presence of these last three men being especially relevant to doctrine, sales, and purchasing units that took place at said conference, which we will see throughout the program. The conference began when Hitler finally entered a small wooden bar, in which the different generals and other leaders were gathered. That was the first time in a long time that Heinrich saw Hitler in person, and his impression was quite bad, since he saw him very deteriorated. The exact words that Heinrich used to describe what he felt were that the German leader seemed like a man with no more than 24 hours to live, and looked like a walking corpse. It should be noted that Heinrich hated these types of meetings because he considered them a waste of time, and preferred to stay very close to the front. The first to speak was Krebs, to give way to Heinrich, so that he could say what he had to say as soon as possible so that he could return to the front immediately, since his presence there was essential. Hainrich intention was for everyone to understand that the situation was desperate, and that it would be impossible to resist the next Soviet offensive. Not wanting to say this information in a very direct way, the German general began little by little to warm up the atmosphere. In this way, Heinrich initially focused on making a description of the two armies that defended the Oder, from Frankfurt to the mouth of the river some 150 kilometers further north. Heinrich said in his first intervention that he had to lead Bussey's Ninth Army in the best possible conditions, because it was a place where the main Soviet attack was expected. However, the Third Panzer Army, which was located on the northern flank, was in very precarious conditions, and was not expected to be able to contain the enemy onslaught once the waters of the river receded and its flow was reduced. The general continued to comment that the shortcomings of these last German armies were total. There was a lack of weapons of all types, ammunition, tanks, fuel, and well-trained or experienced soldiers. As if that were not enough, the best panzer units that Versailles had in sector as reserves had been sent to the outskirts of Prague. The reason was that the main attack was expected in that area, and not from the Oder in the direction of Berlin. So, this meant that Heinrich had no troops in the rear capable of plugging any breakthrough the Soviets made. This would bring an immediate collapse of the front, and certain defeat. After these words, all the men in the room were a little impressed and surprised, because they were not used to someone explaining the facts in such a clear way, and even less so as friends of Hitler. The response he obtained was from Krebs, who simply said that he should not worry, since he would receive all the necessary reinforcements of both men and material during the coming weeks. Heinrich did not take his comment seriously, as he knew it was an empty and unrealistic promise. After this first intervention, and seeing that he had not managed to make them understand how critical the situation was, Heinrich decided to raise the tone and explain it in another way. Next, Heinrich said, "My Führer, I do not believe that the forces on the front will be able to withstand the enormous attacks that the Russians are going to launch against us. The forces we have now are just shifted to the military capacity of our army. Most of the front men do not have adequate training or combat experience still have time to do it before the battle. Heinrich responded that it was too late, and that in any case the little extra training that could be given to them was not going to give them real combat experience. After this, both men entered into a debate, in which Hitler posited that the Soviets were growing their last reserves, these men being of very poor quality, which would balance the situation. However, Heinrich made it seem that this was not the case, and that this information was completely erroneous, since the Soviets had very experienced troops and were by no means at the limit of their capabilities. Reaching his tone of emphasis that they understood the real situation, Heinrich commented, I must warn you that in view of the transfer of armored units to Prague, I do not have reserves. We do not have anything. What will happen after the heavy Soviet bombings? Will our troops withstand that initial impact? Maybe so, but only for a while. From then on, our troops will be reduced little by little without us being able to send any replacements, and then everything will be lost. After a few days, everything will be over. With that said, there was a great silence in the room. In an attempt to encourage Hitler and continue to gain his trust and approval, Göring said, My Führer, I will immediately place 100,000 Luftwaffe men at your disposal. In a few days, they will appear on the Oder front. Upon hearing this, and not wanting to be outdone, Himmler said, the SS has the honor of providing another 25,000 fighters for the Oder front. And finally Yonex, who was not going to be any less, declared, I will also send about 12,000 sailors who will immediately lead their ships to reinforce the Oder. In Heinrich's words, everything had become optional, and they were seeing who could offer the most. After a series of considerations by everyone, Hitler finally told Heinrich, well, you already have 150,000 men, which is about 12 divisions. There you have your reservations. Heinrich, who could not contain his disbelief, then said that these troops were not at all prepared for combat on land, and that they would only serve to increase the number of casualties that they themselves would have in battle. Naturally, these words did not sit well with Himmler, Göring, or Yonex, who began to indicate that their troops were of the highest quality. Again, Heinrich commented that all those men would be sacrificed and without any type of positive result for them, and that the only thing he wanted was for them to send back the armored formations that had just been taken from them. But this is what Hitler said. It was impossible. Finally, the German leader told Heinrich that the most important thing in this situation was for him to maintain faith in victory, since his defeatist character was of no use. Hitler's last phrase to Heinrich was, I tell you, Colonel General, that if you are aware that this battle must be won, it will be won. If you manage to transmit the same to your troops, you will achieve victory, and with it, the greatest success of the war. This was the last hope that the German leader had in his head, to try to reach a kind of peace or ceasefire, if he managed to repel these last Soviet attacks. Heinrich then gave up and knew that he had not been able to fulfill his objective, because he had not managed to make those men understand how difficult the situation was. So, immediately afterwards, he picked up the papers from him and said goodbye to him. Once outside the bunker, Heinrich told his assistant, it's no use anymore. Everything is useless. All useless. A few days later, on April 8th, another of the most surreal meetings of these last days of the Third Reich took place, this time with Hermann Göring as its protagonist. On this occasion, Hermann Göring invited Heinrich to lunch at his private house called Karen Hall, which was located northwest of Berlin, just 30 kilometers away from the Oder River. In this meeting, and as we will see below, Göring will appear very nervous, and will threaten Heinrich with telling Hitler a whole series of bad things about him, so that he will be removed from command. As we have said before, we are at the beginning of April 1945, at which time the Soviet offensive on Berlin was imminent. In addition to threatening the German capital, the Soviets also threatened many mansions and castles in which high-ranking officials, such as Hermann Göring, continued their luxurious lives. Thus, these men were determined to do everything possible to prevent the Soviets from reaching their homes. Having explained the reason for Göring's concern, let us now focus on the bad relationship he had with Heinrich. The antipathy that both men had for each other dates back to 1942, with the disaster of the Sixth Army's air supply. Heinrich had always accused Göring of mishandling the situation, and of promising actions that he did not deliver. This was the thought that the general expressed publicly, and as is evident, Göring did not like it at all. The Reich Marshal, for his part, accused Heinrich of being insubordinate, and of not complying with what he was ordered. In addition to these accusations that both men had already maintained since 1943, a few days before, another event had occurred that had led them to a new confrontation in the present state. This had occurred during the meeting in Hitler's bunker that we have just analyzed, in which Heinrich had pointed out that the forces that Göring was going to send from the Luftwaffe were not suitable for combat. These words had not sat well with Göring, who assured Hitler that his soldiers were of the highest quality. The situation being both personal and military, Göring invited Heinrich to lunch at his rural mansion in Karen Hall, so that the two could chat. Heinrich did not like this invitation at all, because in addition to not feeling any sympathy for Göring, he did not want to leave his command post either, since he knew that the Soviet offensive would occur at any moment. However, despite everything, the truth was that he could not refuse. From the greeting that both men gave each other, the tension and the little sympathy they had for each other was noticeable. As it could not be otherwise, Heinrich was impressed by the size and luxury of Hermann Göring's property, which he had named Karen Hall in honor of his deceased wife. The first words that were spoken were a series of accusations, among which I highlight Göring's accusation of having insulted him in front of Hitler, when he said that his parachute division was not ready for combat. As punishment, Hermann told him that he was going to remove them from his command, and in their place, he was going to send them further south under the orders of Schorner, because he was a real soldier. Once these first accusations were over, Heinrich and Göring sat down to have lunch. Again, the Reich Marshal began to attack Heinrich. This time, he focused on what he had personally seen when a few days ago he had visited various stretches of the Oder front. Exactly, these were his words. I have toured all the armies that you have under your command, and in one sector after another, I have found men who did nothing. I even saw some that were hiding playing cards, Göring said indignantly. Furthermore, I saw others from the work organization who did not even have shovels to carry out their work. In some places, I found their soldiers without field kitchens, and in other sectors almost no defenses had been built. Everywhere I saw these men lazing around and going from one place to another without doing anything. I want you to know that I intend to go tell the Führer all of this. I end by saying Göring. At such words, Heinrich was about to unleash all his anger on Göring, but finally he restrained himself, and thought that he was not worth it. Finally, when he finished lunch, Heinrich got up from his chair and prepared to leave. As he left Göring's magnificent estate, he looked at her slowly and said, hopefully my slackers can save this beautiful estate of yours from the battles to come. Göring, at these words, stared at him with great coldness and anger, and immediately afterwards he turned around and re-entered his mansion. How much longer could he continue living there? Göring surely thought. Heinrich would later comment that if Göring had asked him the question, he would have answered that he would not be there for more than a week, because as soon as the attack began, he would be in Soviet hands. Finally, Zhukov's offensive would begin on April 16th, although Göring was a little lucky and it occurred a little further south of his residence, and it did not affect him directly. In this way, he greatly benefited from Rokossovsky's army launching his attack a few days later than Zhukov, because his troops had less time to organize. In any case, on April 28th, Karen Hall was blown to the ground by order of Göring, who did not want under any circumstances for his most prized mansion to fall into Soviet hands. The Reich Marshal would spend the last days of the war in another residence in the Alps, finding himself under house arrest and surveillance on Hitler's orders. This was due to the telegram that he sent to Hitler's bunker, in which it was interpreted that he wanted to carry out a coup d'etat. As you know, Hermann Göring would end up surrendering to the Western Allies, after which he would be imprisoned and tried in Nuremberg, possibly committing suicide just before his official execution. So, what did you think of the program? How do you assess the final attitudes of Hitler and Göring?
1945. War comes to Germany. Currently, the total war strikes back at the Germans in all its dramas, to reach its climax on German soil.
100 days of death and terror.
The Romans, of course, before the Allies crossed the Rhine, were feared that the war would go on into 1946.
The Allies conquer the Third Reich.
For many of these 100 days was simply a struggle for life or death. In what for?
Survival or destruction.
One can only imagine the horror of these final days. Later, he was clear he killed himself. The only question was when.
Hitler's end in the bunker. The downfall.
Yes, the last 100 days was certainly the most terrible in the entire war for Germany and the German people. Yes.
The Germans capitulate unconditionally.
April 16th, 1945, still 22 days before war's end.
The
The Ziegler Heights, 60 kilometers east of Berlin, where 120,000 German soldiers have been entrenched since mid-April 1945. So many Red Army soldiers seek to drive them from their positions on April 16th. The directive from the political administration states, no mercy, they have sown the wheat, now they will reap the storm. The offensive is led by Marshal Georg Zukov. The Red Army was basically unclear about what resistance to expect on the other side, and suffered terrible losses in the first few days. Having reached judge position, as shown in the German lines missed the time, it was a disaster. A great many Red Army men died in the storm of the Ziegler Heights. In other words, you could say that the Soviet army was characterized by a consideration for its own men, again demonstrated by the attack on the Ziegler Heights. The strategy of the front assault: we have more men, we don't care how many are killed. This was the opposite. The Red Army virtually overruns the defenders' first positions, but a breakthrough only succeeds after 4 days. About 33,000 Soviet soldiers die in the battle. The commander-in-chief of the Wehrmacht has ordered his soldiers to offer bitter resistance. It is Adolf Hitler's last order of the day. For the last time, the Jewish Bolshevik mortal enemy and his masses have come to attack. They are trying to destroy Germany and exterminate our people. At the same time, the Western Allies are mourning the loss of US President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who died on April 12th at the age of 63. The US news shows pictures of the funeral.
In April, a great man was dead. The lot of Franklin Delano stuff was being done by people all around the world.
Hitler, on the other hand, rejoices in his last order of the day. The moment that fate removed the greatest war criminal of all time on this earth, the turn of this war was decided.
What's the Roosevelt?
The death of Roosevelt fueled hope for a miracle. The Prussians' second miracle. We know that Tsarina died in the 7 Years' War, and the Prussia then dropped out of the coalition against Frederick the Great. Goebbels tries to produce a parallel. Now, with the death of Roosevelt, who drove the war with democracy, the coalition of our enemies is falling apart. With propaganda against Goebbels is warming against Truman, Roosevelt's successor, is sticking to the alliance with Stalin. On April 16th, 1945, the Red Army launches its assault on Berlin on 3 fronts. The Americans besiege Leipzig and have conquered Hanover. The British are standing near Sedan. 25 kilometers to the north is the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp. About 75,000 prisoners, among them many forced laborers from Eastern Europe, have been crammed together for months, almost exclusively women and children. On this 16th of April, 1945, British reporters see the horror with their own eyes. A reporter writes, "This day in Belsen was the most horrible in my entire life." The camp commandant is still detained in the prison. Most of the guards have fled. As a German woman writes to her husband,
Oh, Fred, it's all so dreadful. I just can't understand how it came to this, our dear, beautiful Germany. Is it true what they say we've done to the Jews?
Ein Nationalwissenschaftler.
in purely rational terms, you knew what was happening. But it is a completely different matter to find a concentration camp with tens of thousands of people and actually see those camps and the human suffering. That was a real shock for the soldiers. They knew it cognitively. They knew that there would be such a thing. But to see it for themselves, experience it, the visual impressions, the smells, the sounds, to see this suffering led to a radicalization among the Allies. The Germans must be punished. They must be punished.
Müssen bestraft.
On April 16th, 1945, 22 days before the end of the war, an American camp team is filming a deliberated concentration camp of Buchenwald. The commanding US general orders that the populace be conducting the extent of the hostages. 1,000 inhabitants of the nearby city of Weimar are forced to visit the camp. The Germans didn't want to know. Sure, one can see the smoke from the crematoria. You can imagine that many people are sent there, but nobody, hardly anyone comes back. So something terrible must be going on. They just closed their eyes and looked away. I think the Americans already knew that, and that's exactly why they wanted to show them these terrible sights, to say, here, look, you looked away and now you no longer care. You don't understand what we're guilty of. The surviving prisoners took pause. Faced with the abominations which were offered to their eyes, the women serene, some fainted, but the men too had to force themselves to keep their emotions in check. Horror, and the first shame.
Fred, I've completely lost my bearings. That would be madness, wouldn't it? And the horror stories about the SS, I don't know what's going on. I never thought the German men would dare to commit such atrocities.
In the Rhineland, hundreds of thousands of German prisoners of war are being in the open for lack of suitable beds. Only poorly supplied. Thousands die of malnutrition and disease. The people who call themselves the master race are on the brink of disaster.
When will the world finally calm down about the war? It's almost impossible to imagine. If we do have to lose this war, I only hope it ends as soon as possible. April 23rd, 1945, still 15 days before war's end.
Here in Nuremberg, the National Socialists have been celebrating party days since 1949. On 20th April 1945, Hitler's 56th birthday, the city is liberated. Soon, most are glad that the war is over, and wonder where things will go from here. 23rd April 1945, the British advance further towards Bremen and Hamburg. Leipzig and Magdeburg are in American hands. The Red Army has reached the outskirts of Berlin. For 2 days, the capital has been quaked under the barrage of Soviet artillery. The generals of the Red Army do not know how many defenders to expect. By telegram, Stalin urges Marshal Zukov to hurry, with a lie. Due to our slow advance, the Allies are advancing on Berlin, and will soon have taken it. The attack on Berlin certainly did not just weak. I didn't think that Zhukov really thought through the next stage after the breakthrough from Yonex. The real problem was that they wanted to impress Stalin the fact that Berlin was already under fire, so artillery fire was opened up at extreme range. About 2.7 million people are still in the capital, awaiting the Red Army assault. Meanwhile, Berlin has been declared a frontline city, its own specially produced spectre, the Kunstwerk. That day, the defense of Great Berlin calls for perseverance. A serious warning from the Führer. Remember, anyone who propagates or even approves measures that weaken our resistance is a traitor, and is immediately shot or hanged. The moment of Reich Chancellery is one of doom. At the previous day's situation meeting, Hitler was forced to realize that there is hardly anyone still able to carry out his orders. His inner circle of confidence is crumbling. Hitler also shies away from violence against certain people, from whom he senses a high degree of loyalty. When everyone again gathers on April 20th, Hitler's birthday, he could have insisted, and you're all to remain and will die together in the Reich Chancellery. But he does not. They all withdraw with flimsy excuses, the entire leadership, where it was certainly clear. What's the point? There's not anything left worth fighting for.
Gibt es eigentlich nichts mehr zu kämpfen?
Hitler has decided to remain in Berlin. No one is to be prevented from leaving. Should they choose to? Hermann Göring withdraws to the disaster. On April 23rd, 1945, internally and externally. Should he not receive an answer by 10 p.m., he must assume that Hitler is stripped of his freedom to act.
Göring hat darüber gelitten, dass Herrn
Goering suffered for failing to do justice to Hitler. And this telegram he sends from Berchtesgaden to the capital of the Reich is likely a reaction to the news of Hitler's furious outburst, where he says, "Do whatever you want, the war is lost." No one in the Reich Chancellery has any idea of where things are going from here, and Goering must have believed that Hitler has somehow given up the reins, leaving the Reich without leadership.
des Reiches führt.
And at this moment, Goering is the man in charge. Not only has he been promoted as the state's second man, but as the second Führer.
Wie als ein zweiter Führer.
Hitler replies in anger. There can be no question of stripping my freedom to act. I therefore forbid any move in the direction you have indicated. The dictator accuses Goering of treason, deposes him as commander-in-chief of the Luftwaffe, and has him arrested in Berchtesgaden. 23rd April 1945, 15 days before the surrender, Albert Speer again returns to the Führer's bunker beneath the Reichschancellery. As Minister of Armaments, Speer has been maintaining the fighting capability of the Wehrmacht month after month. Forced laborers and concentration camp prisoners are still slaving away in his factories under horrifying conditions. Speer will later write that Hitler was determined to die in Berlin. He has the feeling that he was speaking to a lifeless man. The dictator lets his friend and favorite architect depart unchecked. On the afternoon of April 23rd, 1945, Hitler has his last photograph taken in the ruins of the Reichschancellery. With him, Adjutant Julius Schaub, one of his closest collaborators. Afterwards, the dictator entrenches himself in his underground bunker beneath 4 meters of concrete. Access is strictly controlled by the SS. Propaganda Minister Joseph Goebbels is here in hiding and continues broadcasting slogans of perseverance on the radio.
Der Berliner Volksgenossen und Volksgenossinnen. In heldenhafter Abwehr haben uns tapfere Divisionen und Volkssturmmänner in den vergangenen Tagen den doch jetzt schwerste Verluste zugefügt. Ihr aufopferungsvoller Einsatz hat jedoch nicht verhindern können, dass die Bolschewisten an die äußeren Verteidigungslinien der Reichshauptstadt herangekommen sind. Damit ist Berlin zur Frontstadt geworden. Verteidiger Berlins, ihr kennt jetzt eure Aufgabe. Und ich weiß, ihr werdet sie vollständig erfüllen. Die Stunde eurer Bewährung ist da. Ich bleibe mit meinen Mitarbeitern selbstverständlich in Berlin. Auch meine Frau und meine Kinder sind hier und bleiben hier. Mit allen Mitteln werde ich die Verteidigung der Reichshauptstadt aktivieren.
Magda Goebbels has moved into the bunker with her 6 children. Harold, a son from her first marriage, is a British prisoner of war. Goebbels' wife has made numerous films of herself and the children for her husband's birthday. One takes place in an air raid shelter.
They intentionally brought their children with them into the bunker. And at that moment, it was certain that they would die there, since there was no escaping such a situation. She would still have had the chance to refuse, send her children away. There were still all kinds of possibilities. Take the children out of the city, park them with relatives. And it was a decision, a very conscious decision, to say, no, we won't do that. We will go and die with our Führer.
Only in Berghof does Hitler take some time out for private affairs. It's his second government headquarters at Berchtesgaden, where countless official documents are kept, but also the correspondence with his mistress, Eva Braun. According to the dictator's will, everything is to be destroyed by his adjutant.
So Julius Schaub is dispatched to destroy Hitler's private correspondence in Berlin and over Salzburg, since the Führer was not permitted to have any close personal ties. And in the final days, the Reich Security Service responsible for the protection of Hitler and Eva Braun in Salzburg destroyed all private letters and Eva Braun's remaining possessions. Everything, in fact, that indicated the presence of a woman.
Miraculously, the film shot in Ober-Salzburg by Eva Braun and her sister escaped destruction. After the end of the war, they are discovered in Austria by SS.
April 25th, 1945, still 13 days before war's end.
Hitler loves the situation. In the early morning of April 25th, 1945, the so-called Führer Sperrgebiet, the Führer's restricted area, received some uninvited guests.
The false security of Berchtesgaden, from whence much of the world's tragedy was planned and directed, was shattered in April by a force of allied heavy bombers. Arriving at daybreak, they attacked Hitler's notorious mountain hideout in the chalet in the valley below, with 12,000-pound bombs used for deep penetration.
British bombs reduced the area to ash and rubble, thus preventing the Berghof from serving as a last retreat. 25th April, 1945. Landsberg on the Lech. A local artist secretly takes photographs as concentration camp prisoners are driven from the city. Rare documentation of these days of commonplace horror.
The SS begins clearing concentration camps and satellite camps, hoping to conceal the evidence of their crimes. And they're trying to take those still reasonably fit for transport, those who are already starved, emaciated from forced labor, malnutrition, and disease, and ship them to the West.
Again and again, the Allies stumble upon victims of so-called death marches, concentration camp prisoners who starved, froze to death, or shot on their wanderings from Germany. US troops discovered this trade in Munich at the end of April 1945. 25th April 1945. The ring around Berlin is closed. Red Army fights its way into the city center. It cuts the house fire. The Americans stand outside, ready for the For a long time, the district guards and Nazi lay exactly between fronts. On this 25th April 1945, the town is in American hands. The day before, the mayor surrendered Wurzen without fight. Unwilling to fall into the hands of the Red Army, soldiers of the Wehrmacht and the men of the Volksschule prefer to go into American captivity. At the railway station, the supply depots are plundered by some inhabitants of Wurzen and liberated foreign workers. The small town of Lawrencekirch on the Elbe is the scene of this story event on this 25th April 1945. An American reconnaissance team is crossing. Many refugees have died here over the last few days. Hardly a suitable spot for a first encounter with Soviet allies. Only this snapshot of a Red Army soldier has survived. The next day, 40 kilometers downstream on the Elbe Bridge in Torgau, the first official meeting between the Soviets and the Americans has been smashingly organized for the Germans. Both sides prepare a big celebration. The photos of film footage will go around the world.
The performance of Torgau was for the people of the world to show that two major powers had waged this war, shaking hands and uniting. That was a very important action. I think it was of more
to protect like the northern flank of the Americans. It was also a way of pushing Montgomery out of any glory seeking heading for Berlin. Montgomery was again very, very slow in any of these operations. So both the Brennan and in particular the amount of time he waited just before pushing on into Hamburg sadly exasperated the Supreme Commander. Britain's entire strategy was to minimize losses, use firepower, and evade potential defensive positions. The British were gradually running out of troops and feared the consequences of this war, and Britain's comparatively high casualties. That was the clear command of the British general. No further losses, the fewest possible casualties, and quickly put an end to the war. By 28 April 1945, Weymouth is in British hands. Montgomery has been unable to prevent bloody house-to-house combat. In Berlin, Soviet units have occupied the city centre. Hitler's last contingent is entrenched in the Berlin coast. Snipers of the Waffen-SS target Red Army soldiers on the rooftops. Wehrmacht soldiers and assassinated units try to hold superior force with machine guns, and the German bazookas scored faster. As soon as they landed up on the west side of the city, the attack into the place began. And the tactics were not clever at all, because the tanks which charged in, first of all, trundling down the centre of the street, found themselves under